Welcome to the pregame show, y'all. I know Stix would have been upset because I would have been scaring y'all to start the show, but I just wanted to be in the spirit and show y'all my little Halloween Michael Myers mask up in here. So anyway, it is Halloween today. Spooky vibes is is going on. I hope y'all enjoying y'all night so far. We got a good game tonight. We got the Dallas Mavericks versus our interstate rival, y'all, the Houston Rockets. Boo! Where the boos in the chat? Boo! We don't like the armpit of Texas. Okay, that's the laws of Dallas. You don't like the armpit of Texas, and leave it at that. I'll let Stix talk to you more about Texas stuff anyway. But anyway, man, we got a good matchup tonight. We're gonna get into a lot of things pertaining to the Rockets and the Mavericks. We're gonna give you our pregame analysis. We'll have a special guest, Noah Weber, on here as well. We're gonna have a fun time, man. Again, sit back, relax. Drink some brews, get ready for the pregame show as we get you ready for the actual game. Anyway, it's been your boy TGK, co-host Stix on the way. Let's go ahead. Let's get this pregame show going.
What's up?
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
You sound a little low.
Do I sound low? Maybe I was just talking a little low. Am I good now? I may need to turn mine up. I noticed mine was a little low, huh?
I can hear it. Let me go check mine now. Let me verify mine.
No, you're fine. I've got you.
Oh, mine's super loud. Wow.
Yeah, you're a little loud. Yeah, you need to bring yours in a little bit, but
no, they'll be all right. They'll survive.
If you're on my camera, I'm gonna have to tweak my settings because for some reason, on the other camera, my head was way too much, and this one somehow I don't know. Every time I was on this camera, it's I swear to God, I put in the same spot in the same mount. So Luke says we sound good, so you're good. It is weird though because I was watching on something the other day, and on the TV this morning on one of my TVs, you're really loud and I was really low, but I had the volume really low, so I should have been. And then when I watch on my phone or other, it's weird depending on what you're watching on. It's all over.
Yeah, the place. It is. I get that same thing with my phone. On sometimes I'm pretty bassy, and then other times I'm not, and then you're bassy as hell. So it just depends. I don't know. We're learning as we're going, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and let's talk about the last game. I love the graphic. I just saw that. If y'all look to the left of the right of the graphic here, we got Kyrie looking down at. We're so petty.
Yeah, dude,
the Dallas Mavericks.
I couldn't pass that one up. It was too good. No, it was I got to find a good quality of this photo and get it on there.
It was great. It's perfect. It's apropos, man. That's what Timberwolves fans get for poking the bear. Why would you poke the bear? You already has been in a slump.
On that note, eventually at some point in the show, I may have to pull out my graphic that I made, so in honor of Halloween. But we'll see. So, but it's a good game. I mean, wait,
yeah.
what? Let's talk about some stuff here real quick. Why don't we?
Let's do.
Why don't we do this? Let's go over some stats here. Would you like to tell the story about what you predicted
on how the game would have gone? Yeah. So
guess anyone missed that.
What I predicted. I think this was when you left the show. I predicted. I was like, hey, just so y'all know, the Timberwolves are going to come out basically motivated based on what happened last playoffs. They're going to come out on fire. They're going to be emotionally charged to like dominate the Mavericks.
The drop. What are you doing? That's when you're supposed to play the drop.
Which
You're letting me down here. You're going to say emotional. And see this guy.
Oh.
Emotional damage.
You know what's
there
funny
you go.
Is I have another drop on the way. And as soon as I get it, I will be playing it. But it's on the way. Apparently I have some connects, and I didn't think. So the theme of today, ladies and gentlemen, is sometimes you just got to ask, and you most of the time might not get it, but if you ask, you get a chance to get what you're asking for. Because if you never ask, it's always going to be a no. But yeah.
You know what? I may have messed that graphic up. I got to find my phone. Where did I put my phone? I can't even find my phone. I'm going to have to pull that up and double check that. I think that's wrong. I thought I fixed that. Maybe I didn't fix that. I got
20 steals? I don't think they got 20 steals.
I don't think that's right either. I think I noticed I typed it wrong, and I fixed it, and I guess maybe I didn't upload the fixed version of it. I thought I did. Whoop, my bad.
I think that part
Shut up, Marcel.
I think the 20 steals always gets you there. I don't know what it is. It always happens.
It's because it's not in order, and I go down, and then I accidentally look at the wrong one, and I end up clicking the wrong one because it's not in the same. We don't do every stat that's on there.
Yeah,
so
on a normal box score.
Yeah, on a normal box score, we don't do all of them. So I think, and then sometimes I click the wrong one, and I think I fix it, and then sometimes I catch it. And you know what? Play that emotional damage for me now. They had 20 turnovers.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, I think I ended up looking at. Yeah, they had 5 steals. Get out of here! You ain't getting credit for that. 20 steals.
But yeah, so what happened in the previous pregame show before we went off air? I was saying that the Wolves are going to come out on fire. They're going to be so motivated to try to beat the Mavericks. And Anthony Edwards went for 24 in the first quarter. I called them the first quarter MVP. But also I had predicted, I'm like, the Mavericks are going to chip away and get back into this game. And I had predicted it was going to be like a dagger 3. I predicted Clay, but I did predict the dagger 3. And boy, was it a dagger 3 of like all time, like of high importance. It was such a sick dagger 3.
Look,
the purity of
what I want to know is why y'all keep lying about my stats being wrong, because it clearly says 5 steals on the screen. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. Come on, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, Marcel. It says 5 steals.
Yeah, Marcel, come on now.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I just noticed what that is. Shut up. Do you see the image in the back of it? Do you see the small image? You know what? On that note, you know what? Since I done screwed that up, we might as well use that as a segue. Right? Would you
let's like do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're gonna debut something different. Tonight we're gonna debut something new. We're trying to give you a different content, something different to be able to enjoy after a game. You can call it a post-game show. We're going to call it a vent session. We got a vent session live right after the game. It's going to be for roughly 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to be just quick hits, quick takes, in and out. We're just going to chat about everything that happened in tonight's game. We're going to make it as engaging as possible right off the rip. I don't want y'all to hear me talk about my thoughts. I'll share them real quick, but we want to hear everybody else's thoughts. And so we wanted to create a show for everyone to be able to just join and talk about the game. So it'll be right after the game. It won't be us talking X's and O's. It'll be talking to y'all in the chat and letting y'all vent either on a loss or letting y'all vent and celebrate on a win. So stay tuned for that tonight, by the way. But to finish my point, Stix, see how we go all the way around? I had predicted it was going to be one of those games where the Wolves got out on fire and we would chip away and win the game, and boy, did we ever. We ended up winning 120 to 114. shot 41% from three. It's kind of crazy knowing Luka went 1 for 8, I believe. So that was pretty good.
One's all that matters, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the one that all mattered. We lost the free throw battle again, but the more I watch the basketball game with the Dallas Mavericks, the more I notice it's just because we play aggressive defense. And we'll get to that in a bit. But as far as the turnovers are such a key thing with the way we run our offense that we get 120, even when it doesn't look like we're playing as efficient as we could be. That's the thing, Stix. It's like we're scoring 120, and we're not at our optimum level yet. So I think this was a very impressive game to do it on the road. But again, I didn't look at the Timberwolves like a top 2 seed like the majority of the NBA pundits did. Like Mr. Jason Temp thought the Nuggets were going to be the top seed in the West. But I'm no expert. But I'm just saying the Mavericks are showing y'all how deep we are and why we are a massive threat for an NBA championship.
So I'm gonna show this. Oh no, it did. Nope, I don't have that one downloaded. Man, I don't know where I downloaded it now. Don't matter. I was gonna show my Nightmare on Elm Street. Whatever. We'll move along. We'll move along. So, all right. So let's get to the player of the game.
Hey. So you could have said Derek Lively was the player of the game. You could have said Luka. Hell, when Stix asked me, hey,
that three was a dagger, but Luka didn't have a great game. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Gafford had a good game. You could have given it to Gafford too. He had a good game. Did he miss a shot?
Yeah, he could have.
I mean,
yeah, he could have.
PJ had another really good game.
Yeah, PJ did, and also Najee had a game-winning steal. Like he sealed the deal there. But also, I want to give kudos to Jason Kidd before I give all the credit to Kyrie Irving here. Jason Kidd had 2 out-of-timeout scenarios and had flawless play calls coming out of those 2 out-of-timeout play calls. What they call it, AOTs or ATOs. I forget the verbiage. ATOs. Yeah, after timeout. No, I forget. What the hell? I cannot believe I forgot. It's a brain fart. But anyway, Kyrie Irving, ladies and gentlemen, when we needed him, the man stepped up. 35 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 75% from the three-point line. In that third quarter, what we saw in the third quarter from Kyrie was what this man is able to do, man. He's just a magician out there, flawless basketball player. It was great to watch, man. What do you think of his third quarter performance? I know he had a great game.
I mean, there's no doubt he's player of the game. Like, there's no doubt. Like, when we needed him to step up, when Luka was struggling after the injury, Kyrie was huge. I mean, he pretty much carried the team. He made the changes. And you know how much I'm not a big fan of Jason Kidd still. I still struggle. There's things he does that still drive me nuts. But I did say they need to pull Luka right now. And if they don't pull Luka, what did I say in chat? I said someone better in this timeout be telling his butt he's got shooters. Trust your guys. But we need him on the court because he draws attention. No one's going to leave Luka open even if he's injured. And when he came out of that timeout, Kyrie took over the offense. Luka went to being a distraction and just focusing on passing, and we started dominating them. That is something we have not seen in the past. Yeah. So I don't know who said it. I don't know if Kyrie, Clay, and all of them said, look, we got you, or if Kidd stepped in. I don't know. But as a team, they made the right decision, and we saw a completely different team. And I think that's good not only for Luka and the team as a whole, but I think that's good for Kidd because we saw what happened against the Suns when things went bad, and we went back to straight pure Luka mode, Luka ball, right? And while Luka can do a lot, we don't need Luka doing 40-point games unless he's just going off like 60, 70% shooting. Like it's like, okay, fine. He's shooting 70%. Shoot the ball all you want. But we can't have those anymore. We have to be able to trust that Clay and Kyrie and Lively and Gafford and all these new guys are going to do their job, or we're still going to struggle when we run up against teams like Boston in the playoffs, or I should say in the finals. So I think that was a good thing to see, and I'm glad because it's what needed to happen. So I think this team is starting every game. You're starting to see some growth in like trust and Lively. I mean, clearly Luka trusts Clay. I mean, that's not even a question. Like, he's just grinning as he throws that ball. Like, yeah, I got Klay Thompson. So,
Oh yeah.
there you go. Hold on. There you go.
Marcel Martin, if y'all don't know who that is your play-by-play, watch-along host over there at Mavericks Digest. Y'all go check out the homie, man. It means he's killing it over there, man. Salute to Mavericks Digest. Appreciate the $5 super chat. He says, Luka needs to learn when it's time for the Luka show versus playing with his team more. You know, and that's fair because I feel like he is pressing. Huh?
We pause that.
What'd you say? What is playing with his team more? Oh,
Hey, yo.
you know, we gotta keep it PG. I got certain sound bites I cannot press. You know, there's this other one I want to press so bad, but I can't press it. Hey, look at that! Big J gifted Marcel a membership. That's what's up. Look at that. Huh?
Play that man's song.
My fault.
I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the big or the little.
See why I'm the producer of this show now? Do you see what happens when
That's
I?
why you are the
this guy?
producer. That's why you are the producer. By the way, Big J is an elite member, so whenever you leave a comment, your first comment will always have your sound effect played.
I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the big or the little.
All right, so yeah, so what I wanted to say is, I feel like Luka is pressing sometimes. Like I feel like he is trying to get out of that rust, so that he is pressing a little bit. But we're gonna get into some. I'll get into some stats between the Rockets and the Mavericks, and it's just this ongoing theme that I feel like teams are forcing Luka to take like the long middies, knowing that that is the worst shot he has right now, and knowing that the Rockets are great at defending that or forcing that shot. So be on the lookout for that. But we'll get into that. But I just feel like Luka is pressing a little bit, trying to get out of that rust. But I think he'll be fine. We all know he'll be fine.
All right. Let's. You want to go through some comments real quick, or you want to move along? What do you want?
Yes, sir. Yeah, let's get to the comments, man. Let's see what the folks up in here talking about.
Look at Chris out here. That player of the game graphic. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you.
Hey.
Luke's in the house. He said,
Luke's in the building. What's up?
TGK and 6. Another Mavs win today. Indeed. Screw the
Yeah,
Rockets.
we can't lose to the
Since
Rockets.
the Astro fans, I don't like any team from Houston anymore, and I don't care that I'm a major Texan. I don't care. Nobody from Houston deserves to win after the way the Astro fans acted, because they're probably Rocket fans too. So, Rockets. Oh, did the Astros? Where did the Astros go in the playoffs this season? God,
they got
lost
swept,
again right at the
I believe.
bat. Oh God. Yeah, like the Rockets are going to lose tonight. Okay, cool. All right. Richard Case is in here. He said, you can't boo. You must hold hand signs, sing songs, take your opponent to lunch. You can't have rivalries. Definitely not. Whoa.
Oh, that's a shot fired.
Wow, that's, whoa.
God. I mean, it is a
Marcel's
Texas
in the building.
matchup, so the gunshot should be allowed,
That is accurate.
Well, they're not gunshots.
TJ, by the way, he did say earlier, TGK, we got that. We're not gonna point out this tweet because it said 5 stills on my screen, so he's lying. Jeannie Kim's in the building.
Hey, Gina Kim in the building.
Happy Halloween to you, Gina.
Happy Halloween to you too, Gina. I got a goal on these things, the goals. Like apparently, if I get 10 super chats, I'll wear the mask the rest of the show.
Yeah, he's got goals.
If y'all want to.
People.
Yeah, I put a little super check. I don't know what
Starling
that thing was.
goal is most important.
I'll try it. Starling goal.
Hold my latte here. What's up, TGK and Stix?
Hey, what's up, latte?
See.
Again, I need to know what latte you drink. That way I could try it in the States.
Jenny Kim was right. That 3 made everyone forget Luka was 0 for 5. 0 for 5. He was like over 8.
Yeah, I think
we don't care.
8. Look, when I saw that, I was in the living room watching it on TV, and it's game 4 of the season, and I'm jumping out of my seat. Out of like, hey,
dude,
no way, like that. I was
running around the room. I was like,
It was so nasty, man. And then what he said right after, that's what I effing do. Like,
bro.
Man, how many classic moments does
I like in the interview,
bro?
he's like, I don't know why I couldn't hit the other shots and why I can always hit those. It's just like, I just can't.
Yeah.
We got JR Talk
great,
Show
man.
in here.
Hey, really want to see Najee hit
game. Najee really does need to get that offense going.
He's got to get something. But hey, I'm glad he got that steal. That was a crucial steal that he got. So I'm glad he pulled that off.
Edison Pierce.
Congratulations on the new look show. Stix is doing a great job on the graphics and stats. Hey, look at that, Stix. Look at that. You know,
Hey, me.
my graphics are not utilized on here, by the way. So, you know, I try. One day my graphics will be like, hey, but my thumbnail graphic is going to be approved though. So, you know, I get a few little wins.
We'll go one last one. We got Savannah Mae. Just a reminder that Clay is almost 35 and Kyrie's 32. So why does everyone call him old but not Clay? Hey. Hey, you
Great
know what?
point, Savannah.
People just hate on
Great
Kyrie.
point.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
Kyrie
look, they were
got-
talking about PG, Paul George getting a massive contract. Look what he got at the same age as Clay. Clay's washed. Clay's not any good anymore. He's too old. And Paul George isn't.
Yeah.
I just, you know. And then you go, $2
Oh!
more. Who's with me?
I took a different route. I am the pick of the litter.
Appreciate that, Big J. Appreciate that.
At least us switching him to his phone Wi-Fi on his internet instead of using his actual Wi-Fi has cleaned that up a lot. That has definitely helped. We're not double dipping his internet resources.
You know, actually, this is the Wi-Fi. I'm just, you know.
Whoa, dude, you weren't supposed to tell me that because that, oh man, we get later, we might be in trouble. All right. So we're
All
still
right.
waiting for, I got to keep that window up. I keep forgetting to leave the window up so I can see it. No, it says he's ready to go.
Let me see.
Anyway, all right. So we'll wait for news and rumors till we get Noah in here. So you want to go to opponent review then? Skip ahead a little
Yes,
bit.
sir. Let's do that.
How you want it? Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we got a very special game, man. It's always fun when you get to play against your interstate rival. It's just something about it for me. Like I look forward to these games. You know, it's like I like beating the Spurs. I like beating the Rockets. I like letting the other teams in the state know y'all are little brothers. All right, y'all are little bros. Like we are the North up here. You know, so but yeah, tonight. Instead of using last year's stats, we finally have enough stats to utilize for this year. So currently, the Dallas Mavericks are 3-1 with a 113 offensive rating and a defensive rating of 109.8. They're averaging 113 points per game and shooting roughly 36.2% from three, averaging 9 steals a game. The Rockets are 2-2. Similar offensive rating, a better defensive rating of 108.6 points per game. They're at 111.3, and they're shooting 35.4% from the three-point line and averaging 8.5 steals. This is a pretty close matchup, considering looking at stats like this. Pretty close matchup. What do you think, Stix?
I mean, based on the stat sheet, yeah. We'll see in the actual game.
Yeah, we'll see in the actual game.
We'll see.
That's for sure.
You know. Guess we'll see if Jalen Green can keep doing what he's doing against us. We'll find out. We'll find out.
We'll get that soundbite soon enough.
We'll find out. Anything else you want to go over on the opponent review? Anything else?
Yeah. So let me share with y'all basically their 5-man lineups. We don't have a graphic for that, but I'll just tell you what it is. So their starting lineup is Fred VanVleet, Brooks, Green, Şengün, and Jabari Smith. They've played 4 games together, 70 minutes together total. They have an offensive rating, this 5-man group, in those 70 minutes of 122.2 offensive rating. That's pretty good. They got a defensive rating of 107.7. They have a net rating of 14.5. So their starting lineup is really good. It's really good. I don't know how else to say it, but that is a really good starting lineup based on that stats. However, whenever Şengün leaves the court and Thompson comes in, Azur Thompson, right? That's how you say his name. They are a negative 40. I guess Şengün is like Jokic or something, because when he is not on the court, they are horrible. So the moment y'all see Şengün come off the court, just know, hey, it's time to throw a party or something, right? Like it's, throw all the sound effects up. Once Şengün leaves the court, we should be able to start dominating because Şengün is good. Şengün's a good player. The other lineups that they use the most, again, Thompson with the starters, they're a minus 40. Whenever Cam Whitmore, Eason, Landale, and Shepard come in, they're minus 46. So they don't have many lineups that are pretty good. The other lineup that they use quite a bit is a minus 17. So without the starting lineup being as good as it is, all the other lineups are not that good. So they do have holes in their lineups to be able to take advantage of. The Dallas Mavericks, the starting lineup is a plus 8.8. However, the same starting lineup with Derek Lively is a minus 36.1, which is so weird. I hope we fix that. But there's other Dallas Mavericks 5-man lineups that are very positive that include Derek Lively as well. Derek Lively is a part of two of them that are plus 20. So again, whenever Şengün's off the court, look for the Mavs to really push, not just push the pace, but separate themselves from this squad. So look out for that. So the other thing that I wanted to mention is some statistics of shooting ranges. So the long midi, right? I've been talking about the long midi, the midi where Luka Doncic is struggling from. On offense, whenever we shoot long shots from 16 to 24 feet, we're averaging 26% success rate. We're only knocking down 26% of them. The Rockets defense, their defensive numbers against those same shots from 16 to 24 feet, they're defending and making opponents shoot at 19%. So that's 7 percentage points worse than what we're already shooting at 26%. So all I'm saying, we know Luka is struggling from that distance. Watch out for the Rockets protecting the paint, defending the three, and forcing them to take long middies. I've been seeing every team do it. The Rockets have been pretty successful at doing it, forcing teams to shoot 19% from that range. So be on the lookout for that. But as far as that goes, there's going to be a lot of mismatches the Mavericks could take advantage of, especially when you got Fred VanVleet out there. You're going to have hella mismatches. So be on the lookout for that. But that is all I got, Stix. How do you feel about my opponent review tonight?
Pretty good. I know you like them analytics. I know you were trying to do them advanced analytics, and they're just not that great.
I'm an advanced.
This man's all about these advanced analytics. So,
but it paints a picture.
According to comments and according to my last thing, evidently I'm bad at math, even though I'm not bad at math when I did the fouls per minute. Some people don't seem to understand how that works. So we got a comment on one of her shorts saying, "You don't know how to math." And I'm like, "Oh, I do know how to math." So we know how to use analytics, and we know how to bring these stats.
And we did that math. We did that math on the road, so it's not like
math
on the road.
So, all right.
We didn't have. So yeah. Hey, Div says hit the likes, guys. Yeah, if y'all don't mind hitting the likes, I see we got about 28 people watching. 33 people watching. Excuse my language. 14 likes. Let's try to match that up, man. Let's try to get 30 likes again. If you don't know, likes are the biggest currency for a channel to be able to get going in the algorithm and all that. Obviously, we're trying to grow the channel here. So if y'all don't mind hitting the like, man, it means a lot for a channel like ours. So appreciate y'all being here, man.
Us hobbyists.
Yeah, us hobbyists.
Us just hobbyists, putting out graphics as good as anybody out there. But anyway, we're just hobbyists. Okay, so let's. I guess we'll go ahead and go to your favorite part of the show.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. Indeed, this is my favorite part of the show. Again, for those that don't know, this is the X Factor segment. Get your X Factors in the chat below. Let me know who your X Factor is for tonight, while also letting me know why. I want to know why. Like, why do you think this player is going to be such an X Factor for tonight's game? And again, all your comments will be read and be shown on screen here in a second. So for me, I feel like Luka Doncic is one of our big X Factors tonight. It's kind of easy, Stix. Like, we could say this every night, but in particular tonight, because how the Rockets play defense, they want to force you to take long middies. They want to protect the rim and protect the three. Luka's struggling from that long midi. If he can start knocking down those long middies, it'll open everything up for him. So that's the X factor there for me. Şengün, again, his plus minus numbers are absolutely insane in those 5-man lineups. Depending on how he plays is how close this game is going to be. And then Derek Lively, depending on how he defends Şengün, it'll tell us a lot more about how this game goes. So Derek Lively is going to have a big responsibility tonight, depending on how Gafford does against Şengün. Şengün, he's like underrated to me. He's pretty underrated, but those are my 3 X factors for tonight, yo. What you guys think?
All right. So let's go to the people. The people.
To la gente. All right.
Our Spanish speaking people in the chat.
Yeah, for our Spanish speaking people.
It's a bilingual pregame show.
It is. It is a bilingual pregame show.
If he wanted to, he could do it.
Yeah.
Me?
If we wanted to. We need to make a SAP version of our show. We need to have like other people translating our show. That'd be hilarious. All right, enough of the jokes, man. Y'all get y'all's comments down below.
Mavs Pre-Game Show.
Yeah, man. Y'all get your comments down below.
You,
man. I see
who can already speak Spanish into Spanish. Okay, cool deal.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So whenever I say Spanish words, they got to translate it to English. That's just how it works. MVP Luca says, coldest dude in the association. Luca Van Doncic. That's the same guy. Says MVP Luca, that player of the game graphic. Let's go. Oh, he's on Twitter right now. Richard K says Stix Day, both just not washed like layup line Maxi miss a lot and Super Dwight. What's up with this? What?
Chat desynced.
Oh no.
Giving me the chat. I just noticed that my plugin just fully deactivated.
Oh no.
Okay. That's no bueno. Let's see. I can read it. I've got it.
Try it again.
YouTube chat. So, Can you read? Do you have the YouTube chat up where you can read it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, do that then, and let me try to fix this real fast. Let me try to bring it back.
Okay. All right, where we at, y'all? Is this the night Luka goes off? Logan asked, is this the night that Luka goes off? I don't know, Logan. You could go off too, man. Start scoring points for us as well. I don't know. I mean, we can, right? Luka looks forward to playing against Dylan Brooks. Luka does. Luka loves to cook him. So does Kyrie. I think he will. I mean, I think that 3 that Luka hit was big for his confidence. Just in general, just to get him back in the thick of things. Speaking of thick of things, I can't play that song. Gina Kim will kill me. But I think there's a good chance he has a good night. I don't know if Luka goes off for 40 or 50. I don't even think that's what I want to see out of Luka. I just want to see Luka get the 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, or 12 assists, something like that. That's what I would like to see from Luka, but efficiently. I don't want to see Luka chucking up 30 shots and only making 10. I want to see Luka make 12 out of 18 or something like that. Just a very efficient game. K Choice in the building says, what's good, Mavs Nation? Appreciate you, K Choice in the building. Luke says it's a great hobby. Oh man, I don't
Chat's
know when
back
I'll be able
working
to
now.
live that
So
down.
if y'all start giving us your X factors and everything, it'll pop up on the screen so we can discuss it a little easier and everybody can see what you're talking about. So
all right,
it's back up.
Yeah, cool. Get y'all chats back here. I'm gonna read a couple of comments that are not on there. K Choice says Adams is the X factor with his screens. You know what's funny is, let me pull up.
Did you see Adams just pushing Wemby around? Did you see that?
Yes, and
dude, I was
well,
just
he got into it.
Just over here. And he's such a nice guy. He's just like, you go that way.
So Adams isn't getting much minutes with any of these lineups. I don't know how many minutes he's played, but he's only got a few minutes out there, and there's not much data for him.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he was injured.
He was injured, right? He just finally got back.
Yeah, he was injured. So we'll see how much playing time he gets tonight. Ultra in the building. What's up, Ultra? He says Mavs equal best team in Texas. Of course. I need to get some Texas sound bites. What do you think? I need to get some Texas sound bites. VP Philly in the building. What's up, VP Philly? Been a minute. Let's have him go D-Town versus H-Town. D-Town, we always beat H-Town. Joe Sutherland in the building says Şengün has been awful this season. He's shooting 38% from the field. Yikes. Hopefully we can keep that going on track. But again, you can have a bad shooting out, but when you're a threat like he is, it opens up the offense, and that's why he has a great plus-minus. So we'll see. Savage says, I want to see Luka get back on track shooting-wise. I think we all do. I think he's due.
You're back on screen now after that one. So we got everything back up. So,
right.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. We're going to skip ahead on a comment. Vocal Dinosaur. we are not evidently going to get press passes because we are considered YouTube personalities. We're not media, even though we cover the team and provide valuable information to the fans. We don't work for a news organization, so we're not allowed to have press passes. Yeah, that's literally what the email said to us. So you want to know why you can't get unbiased media and you got to deal with the same old garbage? Because the old big organizations, sport organizations, are still trying to protect the old school boring ass media. That's safe to say. I don't care that it's PG-13. That word's coming out. And so people like us that are actually actively engaging the fans and actively trying to get you valuable information and not locking it behind a paywall or, I don't know, just saying the same garbage because that's what they were done by a Purdue, that, you know, their upper executives that said, oh, you got to protect everything. We aren't allowed to have media press passes because they can't control us. So that's fine. That's fine. That's why we do have some guys like Noah Weber that are coming on and C. Hendo, Chris Henderson, and we're working on other ones. So at least the guys that do have connections that are still kind of down to earth and still want to be independent, that have access because they've been able to get through the media thing over the last 5-10 years. That's why they're starting to come on our show to help us out and also us help them because they need more publicity and we need more help getting the information to you guys. So we're working this out, you know, until they finally realize that we actually are valuable to their organization and would like us to actually do this for them. So,
yeah. Yeah,
Nix,
and
it
if y'all
don't
want
matter
us
if we criticize. It don't matter if we criticize Jason Kidd. They literally told us unless we get media, unless we sign up with an old school media organization and them agree to give us access through their organization, we aren't allowed to have passes. It's what it says.
We
in
would
the
have
email.
to. Yeah, we would have to go through like Dallas Morning News or some kind of media outlet that already has credentials and that get approved through them. But knowing how we're a hobby, right? They're not looking at us like that.
I know it's already on the screen, but I'm highlighting Marcel's comment. Y'all get media pass if you apologize to Tim Hardaway Jr. and Sr. That's never happening. I'll never get my media pass. I'll never get it. So,
Yeah,
but back to the conversation at hand. Lou Byrne, is it Byrne? Is that how you? Is it Byrne? Is that how you go with that?
I'm gonna say Brian.
But it's BYR. I need confirmation if I'm saying that last name correct. He said XFactor's Clay needs to keep Green quiet and connect on threes. I think right now Clay's an XFactor really in every game because we need to see him get going. It is Byrne. Okay. See? Man, you trying to tell me how to say last name. You ain't good at these names.
Can you tell me what generation Texan you are again? Like,
5th generation.
Okay, I'm first, so
6 likes is all we have.
6
Y'all
likes.
Y'all better get them rookie numbers up.
I see we got 23, man. Let's try to get it to 40, y'all. Come on.
Marcel,
let's
you
get
need
it
to
popping.
refresh your screen. You killing us here.
Yeah,
scared me with this.
So,
You scared
can
me
I
with
tell y'all
this.
some stats from Jalen Green? This man has been unconscious, to be honest with you. He's averaging 28.8 points per game. He is shooting 43.2% from the field. He is shooting 41.3% from the three, averaging almost 4 rebounds, almost 3 assists, 1 steal. The man has been unconscious. And so I think there was a stat. I forgot. I think Gina Kim shared it where after Anthony Edwards went crazy in the fourth quarter, Klay Thompson held him at bay. And in general, Klay Thompson's defense on Anthony Edwards was very successful. Like,
yeah, he only scored, I think, 5
like
points
that.
on Klay. When Klay was on him, he scored 5 points.
5 points.
But he's washed.
He's
old.
He's washed.
He can't play.
He's
So,
what do we know? You know.
yeah, what do we know?
I just don't want to
Other people
overpay him,
say
but
some
you know.
stuff.
Okay.
Trying to remember who else we had because we skipped talking about that other little conversation. We did forget to acknowledge Nana wife. Anyway, she said, "Good day, guys." I got to add the accent, right? It's been a while. How are we all doing? Greetings
day,
from
guys.
Australia. Good day. Good day. I don't know. If that's
Hey,
I'm
Nana,
gonna stop
appreciate
trying to
the
insult
greetings
it.
from Australia. Appreciate the greetings from Australia. Greetings back to you, live from South Dallas, Texas, because I gotta represent where I'm from, and he over there from the other side.
We don't.
over there.
Yeah, I'm from the better city, Fort Worth. That's where I'm from.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and Jay,
He's
how do you not know the directions yet on your camera? Like that way. So
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like a little arrow up here, Stix.
look,
Me,
Luke's from
have an
Sydney.
arrow.
Look at there. look at our Australian
look
audience.
Look at that. Look at that, man.
Man, look at that.
Look at Australia up in the building, man.
We got, and
Appreciate
JR
you
Tosh
hanging
did
out.
say, how do you guys feel about Clay's defense so far? I think we kind of answered that. So, done pretty damn good, actually. I think he's held it down.
Let me see. Maybe I could pull up some. Let me pull up some stats real quick.
I went
Clay.
as Jake
You
from
keep
State
talking.
Farm last night, Ultra. I had a student ministry dress up. I didn't know Jake from State Farm. I went as the OG since I'm white. So I went as the original Jake from State Farm. I didn't realize that such a simple costume with a name tag that said Jake State Farm would get so many compliments. I didn't know red polo and khakis with a name tag would be like, great outfit. I was like, okay, cool. Whatever.
When they saw your outfit, they were like,
Oh, great heavens!
All right, later, Marcel. Appreciate you joining.
appreciate you, Marcel. So quick thing on Clay's defense, right? So I got some stats as far as his defense, overall defense, like the overall opponent's shooting when he's guarding them.
Yes.
The best spot that he's defending is the left corner three. They're only making 28.6%. Everything else is like mid 30s. Not gonna lie, above the break three is 37, corner three 34, right corner 37. That's kind of up there. Mid range 33.3, mid range 33.3. That means whenever someone's going towards the basket and they can't get past them, they'll pull up. They're only scoring 33% of the time with those shots. In the paint, obviously, it's going to be a little bit higher, 47%. And then in the restricted area, 61%. But that's just the shooting element there. Let me see what the ISO looks like. Because,
I think at this point, it's pretty obvious. Like, this team is clearly starting to play better defense. Like, the message, they've clearly got the message at the end of last season. I mean, everybody's been playing better. I saw that one stat. I can't remember who put it out. It might have been Six Lando, but they put out the Grimes and Najee when they're out on the court. Their defensive rating when they're on the court is like 98, 99. Like, they're locking people down. So Grimes finally getting the shot. Looks like he's getting a shot and hopefully maybe in rhythm. Najee's still struggling with it, but hey, if they're out there and we're keeping people under 100 when they're on theirs for the defensive rating, I'll wait for his offense to get there. We got plenty of offensive scorers on this team. That's not really where we're lacking. Hopefully, it doesn't seem like
you said
it.
Najee and Grimes, right?
Yeah, at least that he
Okay,
pulled. It was
so
like 99. So
I got it.
it's pretty good setup.
So
You got it?
when they're out there in 4 games in 28 minutes, the offensive rating is 105, and the defensive rating is 87.9.
Oh, that's even
plus
lower than-
17.1. That's wow. That's pretty good. Wow. A defensive rating of 87.9 in the 28 minutes that Grimes and Najee are out there.
Hold on.
Yeah.
My wife just tried to get my attention and walked open the door. I was like, what? I'm on the stream. What are you doing? So the funny thing is about all that, didn't we get told that we couldn't play defense without DJJ and Josh Green?
We did get.
Isn't that what we were told?
That is what
I think we were told that those guys weren't good enough. That says otherwise, doesn't it?
It do.
Okay.
Even though the offensive rating is semi sort of low, the thing is that the defensive rating is pretty insane with those two on the court. So
would you say a 17 differential? So if the offense is low, but the defense is that much better, it's a net gain. And that's what people have to realize.
Yeah.
Like, the net gain is still there, even if they're struggling offensively. So I'll take the net gain. Okay, great. We don't shoot as great when they're on the court. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Fine.
Not yet, anyway.
Like, we're
they'll
outdoing the
figure it
team because of the defensive rating on the other side. And that's what matters in a basketball game. Winning the point differential, not being the best offensive game out there. I think that's part of the shift since Curry came in and, the Splash Bros. Now we got Clay. I think everybody's gotten so accustomed to these high volume offensive games that it's like you see a guy not scoring perfectly all the time. You don't factor in that his defense is literally being more beneficial than the offense side is. We've just become accustomed to 120, 130, and it's like, talking about why why is viewership down in the NBA? Well, too many whistles. Refs think they got to be the show, and we can't let these guys play. And if they would let these guys play, we would see much better defensive ratings. But the offensive rating goes up because they get all these free throws and they get all these fouls. And then Lively, like in the Suns game, gets 3 fouls by the early second quarter, and he gets yanked from the game. Does anybody want to pay to watch the Mavericks to see their young rookie potential superstar center on the bench for half a game? Is that what the NBA wants the product to be? These are grown men that weigh 220 to 400, 320 pounds. Some of these guys like Zion and these guys that get big. Like, you got Giannis coming down, you're running down the lane like a linebacker in football or a running back in football, just trying to see who he can knock out as he goes up for a layup. But we're not allowed to let the defensive guys play? Like, this is why your product is suffering right now in views. Yep. Let these guys do their job. And I guarantee with the way Kid coaches, you let these guys play the way with that a more aggressive defense and let the offensive defense figure out who wants it more, you'll get more viewership, and you'll find out Jason Kidd's defense is actually really good.
Yep. The NBA referees lineups just came out. Guess who's reffing our game tonight?
Who is it?
So the crew chief is Bill Kennedy. I think y'all know who Bill Kennedy is. He's the guy that really explains everything, and he's kind of funny. I don't know how to say this other name. Merritt Kugut. Like yogurt.
Stop. I don't know who it is.
Kogut.
Nobody knows who it is, so it doesn't matter.
And then Robert Hussey. All I know is Bill Kennedy. I know Bill Kennedy, so I think he's a pretty fair referee. From my experiences of watching him referee a game, he's pretty particular with his foul calls and his challenges or challenge reviews. Bro, when he does review.
I just noticed something.
It's pretty good.
I didn't tell you. Remind you to do the pregame ticker.
Oh, there's a lot going on. All right, we don't get paid to do this show. We don't have all day to set up things. All right, so what we could give you, trust me, we'll bust our ass to give you as good of a show, and sometimes we forget to update a ticker. There's like a checklist, all right? Where's my hands?
Yeah, I told you to make that checklist so that we have it and you don't make that checklist.
This checklist was this last year. Like, all right, I got my graphics, I'm ready to go. Well, upgrading the show. Oh, here's a checklist. Wait up. Oh, it's a long checklist of stuff, man. And we're just trying our best to give you a great show. So sorry about the ticker. It is what it is.
All right, it's fixed. It's updated now. All right. At least for the last half of the show, it'll scroll the right stuff. I saw Timberwolves and went, oh crap.
K Choice says, yeah, this game will be long with Kennedy.
We need more. I mean,
is that Kareem in the building?
The champ is here. The champ is here.
What's up, Kareem? What's up, man?
Nix is in the building too.
No, Tony Brothers is good. It is good. That is very good. Very good. That's definitely a good day.
Well, I guess you want to go to predictions for now until Noah gets.
Yeah.
You want to hit up Noah real quick and text him and find out when he's coming?
I texted him and also told him. Oh, he said, sounds good. Sorry for being slow to respond. Game days are busy. I'll be on at 7:20. So 7:20 or before. We can do predictions.
We're closing out the show with him, so we should probably go to predictions then, and we can chat with the fans in the meantime. So
yeah, let's do predictions.
Here's y'all's favorite part of the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is your opportunity to let us know what do you think the score is going to be tonight between the Dallas Mavericks and the Houston Rockets. Let us know in the comments below. We're going to read every single prediction, and if you end up getting it right, I'll buy you a spray. We'll figure something out.
Don't believe this.
I will. I'll buy y'all a spray. Oh,
don't believe
hold on.
Don't believe him.
Hold on. I want to show y'all something. I got it on my phone. Hold on. Look at this, y'all. So I went, Rise Fuel. Y'all know Rise Fuel, the
Yeah, we never
When it turns off. The fuel, the energy drink maker. I'm not paid by them, so I can say what I want. Anyway, let's get these predictions in the comments below.
It's a little slow on the predictions right now. We got one of them. All right, Edison Pierce.
Oh,
Come on,
man.
people. I need some predictions in the chat. Let's
get some
y'all
predictions
slacking
in the
tonight.
chat. Man. Come on.
There we go. There we go. Now they're rolling. We got Edison Pierce. Mavs 121 to 111.
Okay.
Ballin 122 to the Rockets 108.
122 to 108.
Okay, Choice 115 to the Rockets 107. We got VP Philly. Oh, we didn't see his name at all night. So, he did make a good comment I want to roll to in a minute. I'm gonna keep.
What did he say?
Go back to that. 118 to 109. Mavs win. We got D Stars in the building. Hey, what's up, D Star? 117 to 113 Mavs.
Okay.
This is rolling with the 114-102.
12-point victory.
Rolling
All right.
with the 121-10. Pretty consistent. 10, 12, 8 to 12 range.
Can I say that the scores are not blowouts like they have been recently?
You need to calm it down.
I'm just saying we're all adjusting. Okay, we're all adjusting.
I got to go back to his since we're running a little low on the people giving us predictions today. He did say earlier, I was going to bring this up, got a feeling the NBA Cup is going to be fire this season. I hope it is, and I plead to God Mavs are there because we got free tickets because my kid went to the Mavs camp, and all the ticket choices were garbage games. So we got a discount, and they allowed us to pick the Cup tickets.
Really?
So I'm like 102 row L for the same, for like $90 a ticket. But we don't know if they're going to be in the Cup. But if they're in the Cup, it's going to be a hell of a game, and we're sitting nice and close for. So I was like, it's a gamble. I don't know what happens if those games don't exist. So I'm like, please be there because I really want those tickets because that's going to be like a $300-400 ticket minimum.
True.
Yeah, it's like especially the way Luna loves everybody. Some kid is just like literally like trying to get hugs. All right, so we got Jeannie Kim said 112, 102 Mavs. It's about everybody's kind of in that range. You can't have two predictions. Get Gina. Okay, Saints Skeezy 118, 105.
Okay.
Knicks, look, I'm being selfish at this point. I don't care. And the reality is the Mavericks should be good enough this season to make the Cup. It is what it is. You want them to not win Cup games so that they cannot to have a worse record? That doesn't make any sense. It's just a reality of what the NBA is right now. They're desperate for views and they're trying to make extra ways for guys to get injured before they get to the finals. I agree. I think it's stupid. Why don't you just make your product better instead of trying to find gimmicks? When you're trying to gimmick your way into getting views, it says you're sucking at doing your marketing. Maybe you should stop having guys get on there and give every excuse under the sun for why Joker isn't any good this year because of his teammates not doing their job. And then you look at Luka, who's a better player than Joker right now, and doesn't be lazy and not care. And then you blame Luka for everything. This is from national media sponsored by the NBA. You wonder why people don't want to watch because you actively trash your own superstars. No other league does it like this. None. Except for the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys get trashed by everybody because they deserve it. But that's a different story. It's a different story.
That is a different story.
This is a Mavericks stream. So, anyway. So, I just wish they would fix something because it's really frustrating watching a foul a minute. Oh, wait, I can't do math.
I forgot. Can't do maths. Can't do the maths.
All right. So we get.
I'm going to give y'all my prediction for tonight's game. I'm going to say 116-108. The Dallas Mavericks have an 8-point victory against the Houston Rockets tonight. 116-108. Are we having a guest, Stix?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. You were doing over this some movement over there. I was like, oh, we got somebody.
I'm checking something real quick.
But yeah, man, y'all let us know what y'all think about tonight's game. So the Rockets, they're supposed to be this defensive team, and they do have a better defensive rating than us. But they have lost 2 games, And now that I think of it, I want to see who they lost to. Let's see, Houston Rockets. Who have they lost to out here? Let's see. So they lost to the Spurs 109-106. They beat the Grizzlies. Then they lost to the Hornets. They play the Spurs back to back. That's crazy. That's interesting. Yeah, so they lost one game to the Spurs, and they also lost to the Charlotte Hornets. So who knows what type of team we're going to face tonight? But it's going to be a fun one. Anytime we get to face a interstate rival, those things are always going to be fun. But yeah, I think Noah Weber should be up here anytime, y'all. So y'all bear with us as we get Noah Weber on the
Go to comments for now, so everybody can get on the screen. All right. So we get Noah in here. I mean, I'm excited. Like I said, I think the team is starting to mesh.
And Luka was big about how they won that game, right? He said in the postgame, he was like, "This is a big game." Like he kept stressing the fact that how big the game was and how much that game meant to them. So, that's good to see.
I mean, it did. It's a back-to-back. You played a very good team. He shoots like crap, and they still come out on top. Like, I mean, what more do you want? Like that's exactly what you need. So, I mean, I just, like I said, I'm patient with everything. I know people want to get frustrated. They want to. You worry about every little thing that happens right now. And it's like, guys, you got to just realize, like, this is just part of the process. Like, it's not a big deal if we're not perfect right off the bat. It just doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, right now, what are we? We're 3-1. We win tonight. We're 4-1, and we're going to flip out over tough games early in the season with all these new parts.
Yeah.
If we told you before the season they were going to go 5-1 and lose to the Suns, you'd been like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did anybody predict 82-0?
I don't think so.
Panic mode. It's like, okay. Like, you gotta relax because we don't have chemistry yet. And that's the problem.
And it's only 4 games in, so it's like the positive things that you are seeing is that everyone is active on defense, including Luka Doncic. Luka isn't complaining as much to the rest of the season. Unfortunately, he has 2 bogus techs. Yeah, but he has two bogus technical fouls. Like, it pisses me off that they're that
tech last night or the other night, 2 nights ago. Yeah. What did he say? I watched every angle. I couldn't see anything. He just goes, "What happened?" Like, that's all he did. And she walks away. She's like, "It's like, like, can we get the emotions out of this? Like, I'm just sick of the emotions." All right, we got Noah. Let me get him connected.
All right, we got
I'm
Noah.
gonna mute.
All right, bet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have Noah Weber from the Smoking Cuban on the line here in a second. Y'all bear with us as we get everything situated. I think we're going to get him from a different part of the American Airlines Center. That way you're not getting as much feedback this time around. So it's going to be fun chit-chatting with Noah Weber here. Let's see what everybody's talking in the chat. Saint Skeezy, Melo is killing. He is. Y'all see him get scared by that little clown that was in the hallway on the social media today? Gina Kim said, the ones who hating on Gaff, Najee, and Grimes aren't real Mavs fans. That is very true.
Can you hear me?
Very true. Gina Kim said, I think he cussed, but it wasn't directed at her.
Yeah, it sounds like it's better. Yeah, you don't have as much background noise this time. So
Nick says, Josh Howard is part of the panel in the plaza. Oh, it is good to see Josh Howard back around. I'm happy to see Josh Howard back around and with the Mavericks because he was a big vital part of the Mavericks and being able to go to the first NBA Finals. So, but yeah, seems like we're about to have Noah come up here in a second, man. Bear with us. Yes, we'll get him situated. We got to give y'all some good audio, right? You just can't be listening here and us figure out the audio as we go along, but we'll be there. Jimmy Kevin, that was hilarious. He killed that clown. Yeah, he did. TMP, ladies and gentlemen, TMP is in the building. By the way, We Talk Mavs is going to have their post-game show, and they're going to feature TMP tonight. He's going to be the featured guest tonight, so y'all go check out WTM tonight during the post-game recap. Also, once we end this show tonight, y'all can run WTM's playback and be able to watch the game live with the fellas over there. Also, Marcel Martin from the Mavericks Digest will have a play-by-play as well. So there's several options,
right,
viewing options.
You ready?
Okay. Yep. I think we're ready for Noah Weber. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the great Noah Weber from the Smoking Cuban. Appreciate you joining once again, my guy. Appreciate you.
Oh,
hold
on.
Hold
Sorry,
on,
Noah. I forgot to unmute you. All right, go ahead now.
Oh, that's okay.
Go ahead.
I said, what's up, Mario? I appreciate you having me on as always. It's a great day to have a game day.
Hell yeah, it is. It's Thursday. It's like, pre-weekend day in a way, and we got a great matchup on a Halloween night against those. I was gonna say spooky Rockets, but they're not spooky enough yet. But well, what do you think the Mavericks How do you think the Mavericks are gonna approach dealing with them? Because they do have a decent defensive rating. I think they're somewhere top 8, top 6. How do you think the Mavericks are gonna be able to combat Dylan Brooks and Şengün and all those defensive guys they got?
Yeah, no, they definitely have some defensive pieces there, and obviously the star of the show has been Jalen Green for them. He has been elite. He has taken a huge step there. They're running different actions for him off the ball. He'll come off of 2 screens. He'll shoot a 3 or take a dribble in and hit a mid-range shot. Jalen Green is playing extremely well. And when it comes to Dylan Brooks, Luka, I feel like he loves that matchup. It's always super competitive, but Luka typically gets the best of Dylan Brooks from what most Mavs fans have seen. Anyone can see. I think it's going to be a great matchup there. Yes, they have a bunch of defensive pieces, but I think when it's going to be a test of the Mavs' depth tonight. I think that the Mavs have the far better depth looking and comparing the 2 rosters.
Yeah, and Luka ended the previous game with one of the craziest, purest dagger shots of all time. I know you report on them, right? But when you see things like that, what kind of reaction do you get when you see Luka pull something off when he's been in a slump like he has been?
It's just crazy. I was talking to one of the other reporters about this the other day. It does not matter what type of game Luka's having. When it's like 5 minutes or less left and he has the ball and the shot clock's winding down, he's going to kill. Like he's going to go kill. He's a stone cold killer when it comes to those late shot clock clutch type of things. And I think one thing too, a lot of those shots tend to happen on the road, it seems like. I think he's a killer on the road. He just loves the trash talk. He loves silencing the home crowd, and that play put the game away. And he's had 2 daggers in Minnesota over the past 6 months or so. So he loves to do his thing over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, he sure does. So Noah, I saw this one thing. I'm like I always tell everybody, I'm big on advanced analytics, right? And I see that the Rockets are great at forcing teams to take long middies and making them shoot a low percentage. And I've also noticed the Mavericks are having a tough time shooting the long middies, doing parts of Luka's being able to take more of those long mids. Is there any emphasis by the Mavericks to work on those long shots, or is Luka going to have to start driving it more to the rim?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything specifically when it comes to the Mavs emphasizing working on that, but I have noticed Luka is taking a ton of step back 2s, and just from an analytics standpoint, long 2s are not the best shot in the world. I haven't been the big what do I know over a Slovenian superstar, but I haven't been the biggest fan when it comes to those long 2s that he's taking. We'll see if he continues to shoot those. He'll play the way that he plays always, but yeah, I feel like he's taking a ton of step back 2s. And then, like you'll see in the game against Minnesota, he'll be cold shooting those. And then he can get to the cup whenever he wants. Not many people can hang with his strength. I feel like a lot of times that he's settling for these long 2s, he's also just getting his legs under him. He hasn't played basketball in 4 months. As he said kind of after that first game, he thought he played terrible, and he pretty much almost had a triple-double or had a triple-double. I don't remember the exact stat line, but I think he's kind of still getting his legs under him. But yeah, I haven't heard anything. That was a long-winded answer of me saying I haven't heard anything when it comes to the Mavs emphasizing those long 2s, but I have definitely noticed Luka is taking a ton of those compared to what we're used to seeing from him.
Yeah. Also, I saw the Adelson family, the owner is in the building tonight. How often does she come to games, and is there a different vibe in the arena? Like, the boss is here.
Yeah. So I feel like I've seen it. That was one of the solitary times that I've seen her. I don't think she comes a whole lot. I maybe she's came and I haven't seen her, but that was, I think, the first time, or maybe the second time that I've seen her down there on the floor and at the game. So yeah, I don't think she comes. Of course, Cuban's, he's always here. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen her before. So it was cool seeing her. She was watching Clay and Luka warm up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anything Jason Kidd gave us in the before the game that we could probably look into a little bit deeper? He doesn't give away much, but is there something that he gave us today?
Yeah, so immediately he was asked about Maxey and the injury. He said that Maxey's trending in the right direction, but he wouldn't give any intel on if he's going to play in this homestand. He said we'll know better about that next week. And immediately when I heard about this injury and the way that Kidd treated it in the game earlier this week, I think it was Monday night against Utah, the way that he answered it, I saw some people kind of saying, oh, that was a promising update from Kidd, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it was not. Like, if you know Maxey Cleveland, if you know hamstring injuries, the same hamstring that he tore a season or two ago, I don't think it's looking very good just from my understanding of the situation when it comes to his availability for this homestand. He's been kind of made of glass a little bit over the last few years. And with his – I wanted to ask Kidd about this. I'm going to ask him about it before the next game. But his importance to the team and him not being injured is a little different than someone like, say, Spencer Dinwiddie or Hardy getting injured, because no one on this team other than Maxey can do what Maxey does. Play small ball 5, guard 3 through 5 pretty effectively. He switches extremely well. But, yeah, from what I understand about Maxey's injury, my guess, if I had to guess, I say that he's not going to play on this homestand. That's not a sourced report or anything like that. That's just more of me kind of reading between the lines of what Kidd's saying. And
what you're saying is don't quote you on that? Don't quote you on
that?
No,
that was not me reporting that. That was more of me reading between the lines of Jason Kidd. I do not think he'll play in this homestand, but I could be proven wrong. But just with Maxey's injury history and kind of him being ruled out, he hasn't even been questionable for these games. He has been, but he gets ruled out before Kidd's pregame presser. Sometimes with guys where it's kind of teetering if he's going to play or not, it'll go all the way into the presser, and then Kidd will say, Maxey will be out tonight, or he'll say Maxey's going to warm up and see how he feels. We haven't seen Maxey warming up out there. He's been listed as out before Kidd even has the presser. So regardless, I want to know what he's doing in practice. Kidd said he's trending in the right direction. That can mean a whole lot of things, but I bet you he doesn't play today. I bet you he doesn't. No shot he plays Sunday, in my opinion, but we'll see. But I bet you he doesn't play the whole homestand, if I had to guess.
Yeah. We'll see, man. Hopefully he gets that situated, because it's tough when he was so healthy early in his career that the last couple of years it's just been rough for Maxey. So hopefully he could find some consistency eventually.
Yeah.
Lastly, did any of the players wear any costumes today for Halloween?
Yeah, so we saw Gaff. He was wearing, I didn't see him, but I saw on socials and I reposted it. He was wearing like a Inspector Gadget costume, Daniel Gafford was. And then this was actually really cool. I didn't see this, but someone showed me on Twitter. This kid who probably looked like 10 years old maybe, and his little sister, they dressed up as Luka and Gabriella. Like the kid, or not Luka and Gabriella, his wife's name. I'm sorry, I can't tell you his wife's name, but Luka and his wife. And he had the Luka tattoo sleeve on his arm, and then she had like a baby doll that was Gabriella, and she was wearing that jean jacket that Luka's wife wears that has 77 Doncic on the back. So that was super cool. I did see someone on staff dressed up as one of the Beetlejuice characters. And then I tried not to laugh. Bucky the Beaver from Bucky's, he kind of walked by me while I was filming this. Yeah, I've seen some costumes, but Gaff is the only Maverick I saw dressed up.
Oh, that's funny. See, at least Gafford's in the spirit. Yeah.
I got a little question for you. Can you see the screen? Can you see our screen pretty good?
That says Noah Weber on there now.
So, question for you as someone who's trying to get their own, likes to be promoted too, right? We were putting you in big camera, which is just a bunch of like space in the background. We did this on accident with Chris Hendo the other day, or C Hendo, Chris Henderson. Do you like this better as a reporter, having your stuff there instead of just a bunch of space so you're getting promoted at all times?
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. My Twitter tag is right there.
I figured if I give at least then people when you're talking, I don't really need to see all the rest of the room around you. And it was an accidental thing, but I was like, I think that gives you guys promotion. It helps you guys out while we're doing it. So, personal
absolutely.
question. So,
no, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Well, appreciate you once again, Noah. Again, thank you every time you jump on and join us on the show. I know they're about to tip off here in a bit. Again, any final words before you head out, man?
Final words are we'll see how tonight goes. I'm feeling a Luka bounce back game tonight. And these games are typically always fun. We saw what happened last year with the big Dante Exum shot. Jabari Smith missing those 2 free throws. They can be crazy sometimes when Houston comes in here, and it's a bigger game than people think. They got to get this homestand started off on the right note, and the Rockets are in the way of that, so it should be a fun night, guys.
Hell yeah. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Noah Weber. Y'all go check him out on X or Twitter, as you want to call it, Noah Weber 00, and you can find him at the Smoking Cuban as well and read all his articles there. Again, thank you once again, man. You have a good one. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, God bless. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Noah.
All right. Look at that. Look at that. I'm helping us keep on track.
I know I was about to cue you, but you did good. I was like, all right, we're almost done.
I was watching
right.
the time. I was
Any final parting words before we get out of here?
Check us out for the vent session right after the game. Literally, once the game is over, we will be live. Not a second later, we'll be doing an event session talking about what happened tonight. Check me out on Twitter. You'll see all the tags in the description below. I'll be talking about every single quarter who the MVP was and all that good stuff. And you can check out Stix complaining about the refs and stuff on Twitter as well. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
All right. Well, that's about all we got for the day. Like I said, make sure to check us out. We're going to test out a post-game show tonight, right after the game's over. Like you said, we're going to call it the vent session. So it's a post-game. It's going to be interactive for everybody. So the other shows just want to talk. We want to let the fans get their piece in. So we're going to test that out. So I hope to see you there. And let's go Mavs.
Leave a like, y'all. Let's enjoy the game.